And Donna. Oh, Donna, you're muted.
I kept telling myself, don't forget to unmute myself, and I did. I'm Donna Winters. I'm from Dublin, Ohio. And I've been doing photography for quite a while, but I think in earnest probably for about the last 10 years, due to some major changes and transitions in my life, the death of my husband, and then about 5 years ago, the sale of my business. So I had to kind of find other ways to divert my energy. For the last part of my career, I owned a yoga studio. And I spent a large portion of my time teaching other teachers to teach yoga, and spent a lot of time on the philosophical aspects of it, as well as the technical aspects. But if I've often taught them that if I had to put yoga in a soundbite, it would be honing your powers of observation. That's really what it's all about. And that's kind of what photography, what I'm able to bring for myself, what I want to bring into the aspect of the photography that I do. And it's really, how can I observe things, not necessarily trying to create a documentary image necessarily, but how can I bring the essence of something out? How can I kind of see underneath the surface and bring out the personality of something? I've done a lot of different kinds of photography, but for about the last year, been really primarily wildlife and primarily birds. And one of the things that I really love about this aspect of it is being able to just sit quietly and watch them. And the one, for example, the egret that's on the screen right now, the beauty, for example, in the spring and these plumes that they have are their mating plumes. And they look very different in the spring than they do later on. And looking at the beauty of and the fineness of the textures of those really attract me. And which is part of the reason also why I like to put things into black and white, because to me it really shows off that delicacy and that beauty, but yet the intricate patterns, which are just fascinating to me. So this is kind of what I'm really loving to do. And this one kind of it's part of this Magnificent Displays series, but this one I've named Zen Master, because of kind of that little ponytail on the back, but what is this heron gazing off into? I sat for probably well over an hour with this guy, just in different positions and just watching him, and got some of the traditional types of pictures of catching fish and whatever, but this just looking behind, just wondering what he was looking off into really caught my eye, and the texture and the beauty of the feathers and how it all goes together. So, so I've really been enjoying that aspect of it, and really hopefully as I am really transitioning more into the bird and wildlife photography, that, you know, the more you can bring across the different aspects of our environment, of nature and that type of thing, that it segues into just calling people's attention to the beauty of the world we live in, and then the conservation efforts for that. So I'm very, very pleased and just very honored to be part of this exhibition, and looking at this beautiful work of everybody's this evening is just awe-inspiring. So thank you very much.
Thank you.